Hey, welcome back to my channel with real reviews, real reactions by Shar. This is a very touching story. I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple of months ago, Michael Strahan had just disappeared, just disappeared from TV for a little bit because he was going through some personal family issues. And he finally shares why. I can relate to this story so much because I had a family member, my mom, had been diagnosed with leukemia, but I wasn't comfortable in sharing her story until she wanted to share it herself. This was before she passed away back in November. But when she was diagnosed with her disease, I wanted to respect her privacy and didn't share. And I admire Michael Strahan for doing the same. So now, let's watch.
A family, Michael, a few months ago, you got a call no parent should ever have to take.
Yeah, and hopefully, you don't didn't want ever have to get this call, George. And the caller told me that my daughter Isabella had brain cancer, and we'd all been sitting here at the desk. A few days before, I was saying that she commented that she was having headaches, but she's a freshman in college. She's enjoying college life, and I didn't think much of it when I mentioned that to you here at the desk.
I remember because you were talking about your daughter's at college, and you were saying the same thing about, Isabella's having these headaches, but you had no idea how extreme.
No idea, Robin, and we're thinking it was one thing when you start to Google things and look at things, and we thought it was one thing, but then she kept getting worse and worse, and then that's when we decided she needs to get to the right doctor to see exactly what it is.
So glad she was able to keep it private. And you, the family, were able to keep it private for so long. But this past weekend, she said, you know what, I'm going to take control here. There's so many things you can't control. This, she can, her story. So she asked me if I'd sit down with her.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This morning, our dear friend Michael, side by side with his daughter Isabella.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. As they reveal what they've been facing over the last few months. Papa Bear, Papa Bear. Oh, how proud are you of your daughter for wanting to take control and to be the one to share her story?
I mean, I'm very proud of her. And she's always been strong. And this is something that is so personal that I didn't know if it would be something that she would want to share. I'm extremely proud, Robin.
I know that smile anywhere. Isabella, how are you doing at this very moment? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, not too bad. I don't know, I'm very excited for this whole process to wrap, but you just have to keep living every day, I think, through the whole thing.
Soon after starting college at the University of Southern California this past fall, the then 18-year-old freshman begins experiencing excruciating headaches, unlike any she's had before.
I didn't notice anything was off till probably September, like October 1st. That's when I definitely noticed headaches, nausea, couldn't walk straight.
And what did you think was going on at the time?
I thought I had vertigo, because I looked that up and associated that with walking straight, so that was my problem.
You knew she was having headaches, but did you have any idea how extreme the headaches were?
No. And, 18 years old at the time, you're not thinking this. Maybe it's vertigo, maybe it's something else, but she's young, she's strong, she's healthy. Look at her, she looks great.
A few weeks later, on October 25th, her condition taking a turn for the worst.
I woke up probably at like 1 p.m. I dreaded waking up, but I was throwing up blood, and my sister, I was like, this probably isn't good. So I texted her, who then notified the whole family.
And then that was when we decided you need to really go get a thorough checkup. And thank goodness for the doctor. I feel like this doctor saved her life.
She did an EKG there for my heart and like other stuff, but she didn't have an MRI machine. So I went to take it somewhere else, and then she calls me and she's like, you need to head to Cedars-Sinai right now. I'm going to meet you there.
Once the doctor saw the results, called her and told her just get to the hospital, but did not tell her why.
Doctors suddenly telling Isabella she's developed a fast-growing 4-centimeter tumor in the back of her brain. Its size larger than a golf ball. And you knew about the brain tumor before
Yeah.
Isabella.
Yeah.
We all know. I don't really remember much. I just remember trying to figure out how to get to LA ASAP. And it just doesn't feel real.
Isabella's diagnosis, medulloblastoma, which accounts for 20% of all childhood brain tumors. About 500 children per year are diagnosed, most commonly between ages 5 to 9.
Because the Wnt variant is rare, 10% get it, but rarely someone who's 18, 19 years old. It's the one that they feel very confident they can treat.
The following day, on October 27th, Isabella undergoing emergency surgery at Cedars-Sinai.
It sent a signal how serious it was,
Right.
and they said, hey, you shouldn't risk trying to put her on a plane to get her to the East Coast or to another doctor. We know what it is, and you should get it out as soon as possible.
The procedure urgent to remove the mass the day before her 19th birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Isabella's recollection of her recovery
I'm
remains
crying.
foggy, like taking her first sips of water
Does that feel refreshing?
and learning how to walk again
Looking good.
with the help of her twin sister,
That's the
Sophia.
twin. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She was heavily medicated, as you could imagine, but she would have conversations. She had a lot of her friends, and they would come over just to sit with her. And there were times when she was in a lot of pain. She was sleeping a lot.
After a grueling month of rehab, Isabella then moving on to several rounds of radiation treatment.
Yeah.
I just finished radiation therapy, which is proton radiation, and I got to ring the bell yesterday. It was great. It was very exciting because it's been a long 30 sessions, 6 weeks.
We can see one side effect to the radiation, which you are rocking that too. Okay, just to say that. And were there other side effects that you?
Yeah, I would say I experienced fatigue. Not too much nausea, but definitely towards the end because it kind of builds up throughout the weeks. What else? Dizziness. I've been very dizzy.
And what's next for you as far as the treatment is concerned?
So I'm going to start chemotherapy the beginning of February at Duke. So that's my next step. I'm ready for it to start one day closer to being over.
You are a definition of a thriver because you're making your mess your message.
Oh my God.
Isabella, who's kept this part of her life private online, now partnering with Duke's Children's Hospital to document her journey in a new YouTube series.
So I just started it. And it's difficult because when I was trying to see other people who have been affected, I think it's like 5 in a million, so it's not very common. And one person I found, I reached out, but
Hey, maybe.
Okay, take your time.
Okay.
they told me someone was gonna cry.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. And you're allowed to cry.
It's been like 2 months of keeping it quiet, which is definitely difficult. I don't want to like hide it anymore because it's hard to always keep it and hope to just kind of be a voice and be a person people who maybe are going through chemotherapy or radiation can look at and find something interesting about their day.
One of the good things is with the YouTube channel is that it's going to Duke. It's going to help their Children's Cancer Center. It's important to let people see that there is hope. And you have to just go into every day with the best attitude, which is what she does. I literally think that in a lot of ways, I'm the luckiest man in the world because I got an amazing daughter and I know she's going through it, but I know that we're never given more than we can handle and that she is going to crush this. As much as I need her,
Michael.
I don't know what I would do without her.
We've been through a lot of ups and downs. Worked with you for many years. What have you learned about yourself during this?
Poof. You learn that you're probably not as strong as you thought you were when you have to really think about the real things. And I realized that I need support from everybody. You think that, I'm the athlete, the tough guy, I can come and handle, I'm the father in the family. And it's not about any of that. It doesn't matter. And it's really made me change my perspective on so many things in my life.
Perspective is a big thing. I'm grateful. I'm grateful just to walk or see friends or do something, because when you can't do something, it really impacts you.
When you get through this next chapter of your journey, what lies ahead for you, Isabella?
I'm sorry.
Oh my God, I'm crying too. Oh my Lordy. Bless her heart.
I'm looking forward to getting back to college and moving back to California and just starting my school experience over. Not over, but just restarting, getting back into a routine and something that's enjoyable. Something Sophia said to me, I think, the start of this all, she said, you have to keep living just because this is happening.
Right. And you've been doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is tough, but you keep on living, Isabella. You're inspiring all of us every single day when we're around you. Okay? And we love you. We're here for you. And you got this, so.
I love you too.
Say 60, 70 years, you'll be bugging somebody. I don't know if it'll be me. I hope it is, but you'll be here, baby. I mean, it's hard for me to even watch that. And you hope the kids never have to experience any kind of pain, or that you can take that from them. But I know that this is her journey, her life, something she's going to have to go through. And we're not going to say spectators, but we're just there to make sure that she has the support and love that she needs. And everyone here, my GMA family has been amazing. And I'm just thankful that you allowed her to share her story here on our air this morning. And Robin, there's no one I trust more with this than you. And I appreciate you for making her feel comfortable enough to come in here and share the most personal thing that she could ever share with the country.
I know it wasn't easy for her to do.
Yeah.
But now, because of launching her YouTube channel, and it's giving her purpose. But also, Michael, I think about seeing you, those commercials for St. Jude all those years.
Yeah. And doing St. Jude commercials for 14, 15 years. And one of the lines in the commercial is, I say, no parent should have to hear that their child has cancer. And I would do the line hoping that people would see it and go, okay, let's help. But now to realize I'm the one that needs to help. And St. Jude has been amazing through this whole process as well. Duke has been absolutely amazing. Even here in New York, the doctors here have been great. And everyone has chipped in. And the community has been very helpful to all of us, the entire family, myself, the girls, their mother. And so we're fighting through it every day.
Yeah, and Isabella is following your example by helping so many.
If she wants to get back, George, she literally said, I want to tell my story, I want to create this YouTube channel, and I want to make sure that anything that comes out of this is directed towards the Duke. I want to help. And it's, as Robin says, you make your message, and she's making this her message. And I'm very proud of her for it, because
Should be.
in no way, shape, or form am I ever going to push her to share anything personal like this. And it shows me how strong of a young woman that she is.
Yeah. Her daddy's
We
pretty
all
strong,
saw
too.
it.
Yeah.
Her dad's pretty... No, you
Daddy's
said you're
holding
not
it together
strong.
right now best he can. I can tell you that. So, thank you.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much for watching this amazing story. I know it's long, but it's necessary because we have so many people who are being affected by cancer, no matter whether it's brain or blood or breast or lung. There's so many people, especially in our country, who are dealing with this dreadful disease. So if you know of Isabella's channel, please put it below in the comments so that we all can flood her channel with love and subscribers, because we want this message to get out that if you have a headache and it tends to linger longer than it should, go get it checked. Make sure that it's nothing too serious. and because we all want to live a long life, or as long as possible. So I love you all. Thank you for coming here to my channel. And yeah, let's show Isabella some love. Don't forget to subscribe though. Love you.